so long. No, you do not want to get in front of the camera. You just want to sit on the screen. Okay, fair enough. That is where he belongs, after all. I don't know what happened to my hair. My bangs, or whatever to call this, decided that today was an anime day. So, it looks very dramatic. I could not get the other side to look as dramatic, so this is just the way it looks today. Like that. Excuse me, Poppins. Alright, how about now? Is the game volume okay and my voice okay now? Oh, my voice is never okay, but you know what I mean. Excuse me, Hamilton. I really don't know what happened here. There we go. Excuse me. What's up? That's so much better, thank you. Okay, that's good. You need to be able to hear the game, but you also need to be able to hear me. Like, that seems fair, I think. Okay, I am just gonna get going now because we do have a few people already here who are here on time, unlike myself, as usual. It is not an Ayla Sky stream if nothing goes wrong. Okay, so, first thing first. Hey dudettes and dudles, my name is Ayla Sky and welcome to Scarlet Hollow. This is a game that was recommended to me by my friend Audrey, and I played the demo like a few days ago, something like that, and I loved it so much that I kept replaying the demo because this is an interactive novel, which means that you decide what you say and do in certain situations, and that heavily influences the story. And yeah, based on the demo alone, it really does influence your story, depending on what you choose. I got many different outcomes just from playing the demo, so I don't know if they have changed anything in the prologue / chapter 1 for this in comparison to the demo, but I'm starting over and I'm just saying this up front. I'm not going to be surprised by anything here because I'm pretty sure I went through like everything the demo had. So unless there's something new here, I'm not going to be surprised by anything, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys, obviously. And I did go back and forth on what I wanted to do in terms of like, I know what different outcomes there are, at least in the prologue / chapter 1. I'm not sure what to call it yet. So I did go back and forth and like, okay, am I going to do what I did first instinctively, or am I going to do the one that gave me the outcome I liked the most? And I decided I'm gonna do a bit of a mix, because here's the thing, when you start a new game, right? First and foremost, I always go by Cora in these games, but I guess for this case, I'll just go with Ayla. You live in the city of, in the demo, it did not matter, your city is not mentioned at all, but I'm just gonna go with the capital of the country I live in. So that would be Copenhagen. And you get to choose your pronouns. That is very important. We love that. Good for you, game. And then here, select 2 traits. Now, I did not go with every single trait, I think. I didn't do the full demo of every single trait. But I do know which ones I want to choose based on what outcomes I got. So first and foremost, I want powerful build. Because there is a few choices in the demo, at least, where I was like, yeah, I really want that to be a part of my full game. So go with powerful build. And then the other one I'm choosing is talk to animals, because that is the one I thought was the most fun. It was fun hearing what animals said and thought. It completely changed the way you look at certain animals in this. Again, it's just the demo. I haven't played the full thing, obviously. But just from the demo alone, it seemed like that made a hell of a difference. And I just think that made it more fun. So I'm going with powerful build, because I know there's a choice later on in the demo that really, really mattered, that you had a lot of strength, and I don't want to miss out on that. And then talk to animals was just, that one's fun. And that was one of the things I chose from the get-go, because I'm an animal person, in case you didn't know. And I love to talk to animals. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, you can go back to the playground. No. Bad bird. Bad puppies. Bad puppies. You can't even see him, I think. No. Puppies. Oh. You can see his feet. I'm trying to teach him not to sit up here, because I don't want him to ruin the chair. But anyway. Oh, hello. More people are joining. Yes, you are just in time. Powerful build, talk to animals, and I'll stop chatting now. Well, I won't completely stop, because this game is gonna get really boring. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassess its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots? I don't know that word, I'm sorry. In the seedy thingies that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Perlan Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow, and you're gonna regret that, I'm pretty sure. This is a horror game after all. So anyways, as I was saying, I forget. Oh yeah, I forget. I did not fully forget. I want to, yeah? I don't know if that's a reference to something, but he's weird. He gave me the creeps the first time, he gives me the creeps now. Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, sure, normal teenagers do that. Okay, I really am very dark on the screen, but then, okay, and now it gets lighter again. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Tell me if it gets very dark and doesn't go back to light at some point. Anyway, what, are you serious? Oh, hell yes. Okay, that's right. Well, I don't know if these choices matter later on, but in the demo, they don't mean anything at all, mostly. So, are you serious? What's wrong with you? That would be my actual answer. Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey, nobody's Pope Buddy's perfect. Very funny game developers. Very funny. So, I feel like the sound of the game is louder than your voice. Still, is it still very loud? Okie dokie. I'm gonna put it down here. How about now? Just double checking. Excuse me, Hamilton. Could you be quiet? Excuse me. There we go. Okay. How is the sound now? I hope it's okay now. Yeah. Poppins, that is not a snack. He got a hold of something that isn't a snack, but he thinks it's a snack, so... Oh well. So, this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. Yeah, no kidding. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. You're terrible people nonetheless. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. That girl has no common sense. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Sure, that definitely sounds serious, just not the kind of serious you're thinking of. Thought about 5 months ago she tried to break up with me, like for real, and jeez, you ever get so mad you just want to like kill somebody? I mean, the thought has entered my head, but not in a I would actually do it kind of way. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. Kinda. No, not really. Oh yeah, all the time. Never follow through with it, of course. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. I have never felt the way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have. Or smile and pretend he didn't just say that. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. Yeah, and you don't know me. That's the miracle of bus rides. We are never going to see each other again, so we don't have to hide who we are. This right here is a closer relationship than most people will ever have. I mean, that's one way to think of it. Though, who am I kidding? Maybe we will see each other again. Yeah, we probably will. Anyways, you're young. You'll get it when someone tries to break your heart one day. I have had my heart broken, and no, I did not want to kill that person. I wanted to do many other things to that person, but kill was not one of them. It changes a person, makes them think things never thought makes them think things they never thought they could. There we go. With dramatic text and everything. I honestly could have killed that woman. Wait, 5 months ago? That means you had known her for only 7 months. 7 months is not long enough to want to kill someone over breaking your heart, I don't think, but whatever. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Why were you this far away to begin with? Like, when my mom was pregnant with me, my dad always had cash on hand so he could get a cab no matter where he was in the world. Well, not in the world, he didn't leave the country, but, you know, you kinda have to be prepared if that happens. You're already failing as a dad, why doesn't that surprise me? But I don't know if I'm like into that stuff. You mean being a parent? Something you should have figured out a long time ago? Yeah, okay. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Yeah, sure. Normal guy, indeed. Very, very normal guy. Ooh. Oh, I'm choosing this one, but I'll read them out loud. One of these days, you're going to run into someone who doesn't tolerate your bullshit. Get your act together. You're kind of a piece of shit, aren't you? Haha, that's interesting. Smart move, get out while you still can. Remain silent. I think in the real life, I would be in such a state of shock that I would actually laugh just because I'd be like, okay. But I'm saying this one because that's what I would want to say. You cross your arms and glare at the young man with menace in your eyes. Huh. Alright, maybe you have a point. I guess New York will always be there waiting for me. Yeah, the birth of your son is kind of a one-time thing. Anyways, where did you say you were headed? I did not say where I was headed. I wouldn't. I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. I don't know that. So I'm not answering. So if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. The Holler. Hollaback girl? That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Though, come to think of it, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Hollow, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. Yeah, working in a mine is not good for the lungs. That's like, it's even worse than being a baker back in the 90s. My dad definitely got baker lungs, and it also, fun fact, negatively affected his sperm. So, if you're a baker, or you do anything type of construction where you are gonna inhale a lot of smoke and ash or whatever, protect thyself. It will fuck up things in your body you didn't know you could fuck up that way. I haven't heard from them in a while now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. They're dead. They're probably dead, let's be honest. Hope that they die! Because you wanted to be the one to kill him, maybe? He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Yay. Oh. Bye. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without anyone to talk to. Here, I have something for you. Don't you fucking... Alright. The peanuts. I forgot those. The stranger rivals through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. By the way, not something I knew existed before this game. I don't think I've ever had boiled peanuts. Why do you boil them? To make them softer, I guess, but still. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Protein is protein. Nice, I love boiled peanuts. Take the peanuts. No thanks. Screw you and screw your peanuts. Oh, I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Protein is protein? I didn't build these muscles by turning down free protein. That is a terrible idea. Do not accept food from strangers. Just saying that right now. I feel like most people probably know that, but just in case. You take the wet peanuts from the stranger. It's been several hours since you've had any protein, which is several hours too many in your book. You tear into them immediately, not even bothering to remove the shells as you chew through the fistfuls of soft legume? I think that's how it's pronounced. In a few moments, they're all gone. Okay, that's greedy, but okay. I figured someone like you would get some good use out of them. Now that I think about it, I did not choose to eat the peanuts myself through the demo. Okay, if I die because of this, I'm gonna be a little angry. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friends. I'm not your friend. Fuck off. And just like that, the stranger's gone. Thank God. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Wow, they stay there for 1 minute. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of Scarlet's bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Me too, buddy. Could you come back and take me back now, please? Tabitha, I think your name was. I don't remember. For fuck's sake. Hi, Ayla. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. Going for firm handshake, looks at somebody to hug. Hey, Tabitha. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Remain silent. Okay. How do I want to play this? I think I actually do want to befriend her. Or at least attempt to do that. So that's my first instinct. I'm gonna try to actually become friends with her. So... And I'm gonna try to not take advantage of the fact that I know her reaction to most of these. Be polite. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Even that annoys her. Yes, great. Thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. A BMW? That's an expensive car, last time I checked, right? You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. And that is gonna be my first actual game save. All of these you can see here, those are from the demo. So, but the first one actually from here, this actual car, this actual game. There you go. How are you holding up? Not that one. Please, not that one. That is the type of joke you do with a friend you know have the same humor as you. You do not say that to a long lost cousin. So the funeral, I can't believe we never actually met before this. Again, trying to befriend her. How are you holding up? Fine. Okay, I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Phew, good to hear. Say nothing. From what I remember, Tabitha is not the type of person you should be pushy with. Also, keep in mind, they're cousins, but they've never fucking met until this point. So, okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, alright? Sure. Okay, so the funeral, it's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. I got here a little early. Yeah, because the bus only drives on Monday. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know the stuff isn't easy. Have you worked out all the details yet? Again, being polite, offering help. This is what I would do in real life. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. I mean, yeah, that's not... it's not really that simple in real life, but okay, this is a different type of town. I am not saying that. I want to, but I won't. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. Okay. Look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off the side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment was unnecessary. I don't know, it wasn't really that rude. You have your mom to thank for that. Like, yeah, she's the one who didn't want to see the family anymore. That's just facts. Is there bad blood between us? You don't know me, and I don't know what my mom's problem was with this side of the family. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against the side of the family, but I'm sorry, I wish I'd known about you. Aha, yeah, Dead Moms Club. Okay, no. Again, let's be friendly. I would like to befriend this icy cold woman. I don't know why my mom left or what kind of grudge she had against the side of the family, but I'm sorry, I wish I had known about you. Whatever, what's done is done. I'm not saying that. Remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. That fucking house. And here it is. The Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, by the way, under no circumstance would you get me to go inside a house that is this far out on the top of the hill. The wall is tilting across the ledge. Oh, poor baby. You're okay. Did the house scare you? Under no circumstance, you wouldn't catch me dead or alive in this area. No. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in grey cities. Oh, wait. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone who is used to cramped apartments in grey cities, I think was what I was meant to say. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed away, always with an anger burning beneath her words. Okay. I also don't know what happened. You don't find out what actually happened with your mother and her sister and whatever in the demo. I'm assuming you'll find out much later on. By the way, I never noticed this, but nice sunny weather, complete and utter darkness. That is a very dense forest. Hello, Poppins. You have always loved the arm that's holding my microphone. You love sitting there, don't you? Yeah, hello. Hi. Hello, baby. Hello. Yes, there you go. Here. Hello. Hi. Okay. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare to what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Yes. Fuck this place. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Can I help you? You look like you want something. Hello? Everything in this room has been in here for much longer than you've been alive. Excuse me? Than you've been alive. Each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Oh. Did Tabitha scare you? Is that why you did that? Welcome to our family's humble estate. Humble is right, damn. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. Mwah! I wouldn't go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. What's up? The floors have been known to give out. Well, I mean, I have a guess why your mom died, maybe. Yes. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and the hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I'm sorry, Poppins, but you're very, very cute. And therefore very, very distracting. There we go. Powerful build. Oh man, this place is huge. I can't wait to unwind. Sure. Yes, the estate is quite large, but I'd be careful about unwinding too much. You don't want to wander off somewhere you shouldn't. You might get some nasty splinters. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Excuse me? Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. And what if I had been allergic to peanut butter? Or just peanuts, I guess. Can you be allergic to peanut butter and not peanuts? Who knows? Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits, excuse me. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't die for it if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Okay. Someone cleans this place? Yeah, I feel like that's a fair question. I mean, it does look better than the hallway and the rest of the house. But like, this is coming off the hinges. There's flowers just tilted up over here. There are mice traps here. Okay, besides that, that's actually not too bad. There's some dish here, but it's okay. You said someone actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen? Or does a person just say they did and leave? This is so nice. It's nice. It's perfect. Peanut butter and jelly. How did you know that was one of my favorites? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? Because I always do. Alright, what's next? It's nice. This is so nice. This is so nice. It's so much bigger than what I'm used to in the city. Is that a kitchen island? Oh god, as a city girl, I feel that. It is. Thank you. How did you know? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? I might want to eat something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online though, so I wouldn't be going with you. That's me. I too order food online so I don't have to go grocery shopping. General store, how very folksy. House, okay. But I guess, oh, I didn't actually put it back. That's not really her problem, technically. And I'm gonna be nice. Sweet, thanks. Why does that make you angry? Cool, good talk. How did you know it was one of my favorites? That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. What if I want ice cream? That's not... Buy your own ice cream, damn it. Alright, what's next? What's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. I do see the cat over here. I forget your name. But I do remember that the cat is a very stereotypical cat. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Approach the cat. I need to talk to you. Don't try to pet Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Yeah, like all cats. Ne me parlez pas. Do not touch me. In French, I believe. You tell me, was this French? I did not actually try to pronounce that just in case anyone thinks that was a legitimate attempt. It wasn't. Sorry, I don't speak French. I'm sorry, little lady. Je ne parle pas François. Of course, I typically... I don't know why that was instinctively my accent. I'm sorry. I shall debase myself by speaking your tongue, but only so sad I might insult you directly to your face. You uncultured swine! Excuse me? Haha, very funny. No, oh wait, that's Tabitha. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to not have fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Well, I do must. That's kind of human function. Lovely! Lovely. Oh, the lights are flickering too and everything. Why? What is this? What is this? And use toilet rolls. And toilet paper over here. Is that wine? No, sure. Surely not. Why are there 1, 2, 3 toothbrushes? Why? And half-used tubes? Lady? Is that a plate? With a fork and a spoon? Who eats in the bathroom? Especially this kind of bathroom. Yikes. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched on in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Yeah. Why is the rock lumpy? Why is the rock lumpy? Are you sure this toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. Okay. You sigh in resignation. Okay. That's the spirit. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Oh. What a nice bath. Lift the toilet seat. Scram, fellas, the dick is up! Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. I mean, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Ooh, I really wish I was a man right now. Then this would have been okay. For most of your toilet visits. But as a woman, this is terrible. It's the facilities. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hole. Imagine if this was the kind of choice that actually had, like, really dire consequences. If I just foresaw that. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about a kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. Excuse me, do you not pay this woman to clean? Why do you have to be chatty with her in order to get her to do her job? I'm confused. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. I know that it's not empty, but you guys will see soon. Do you need help around the house? Because it kinda looks like, you know... There's a lot of boxes and stuff lying around here. I could help you move things around and fix the place up. Look, I appreciate the offer, but Janie already comes in once a week. It's fine. Okay. This is great. Way nicer than what I'm used to. I can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. I mean, like, in that aspect, yeah, it is a nice room. It's just, why are the boxes everywhere? Like, yeah. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Excuse me, as a certified Scandinavian, you do not talk shit about IKEA, only we get to do that. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here. Carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Okay, she has a sense of humor, all things considered. I guess I'll start to get settled then. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tips: some dialogue options will open additional conversation past some right away and others down the line. Okay. Saving again. I'll try not to save scum. I will do my absolute best. If I make a choice, I just have to deal with the consequences of that choice. But I'm still gonna save. Okay, where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? I sure can't do something wrong. Ask me to come here. Are you sure you're okay? Did I do something? Hey, did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Okay, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here. You've been fine. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Excuse me, Beetlejuice. Hamilton, what are you doing? Get up here. Please, just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. Okay, okay. What is with you? Oh, hello. What's up? Who's making trouble? What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate if you didn't keep me for long. Thank you, Creepy 222. So far, I do love it. Keep it for long, yeah. Well, we don't own a coal mine. She does. We are not trying to take the coal mine away from her, okay? That is all yours, baby girl. Oh, the temptation! I don't think I actually made this choice playing the demo, but... Hashtag go boss! Damn, I can't believe you're only in your 20s and already running a coal mine. Talk about hashtag go boss. Don't patronize me. I know you have nothing to your name, Ayla. I have 5 birds to my name. What do you mean? Hello, baby. Yes, I hear you. Any other inane questions before I leave? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? There's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now that doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with. I'm here because your mom died. You do remember that, right? I am not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around in town or something until you get tired? Okay. The smile, or whatever to call it. There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Yeah, for one day, maybe. Okay, I'll leave her alone. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. Okay? We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. I thought you said the funeral was like already done and planned. Okay, bye. Okay. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wing of the estate. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wing of the estate. AKA, the beast told Belle to stay away from the forbidden wing, but she didn't fucking listen, did she? And neither will this bitch. Except for the locks and the chains sealing them shut. Wait, son of a bitch. I forgot what trade I needed to be able to do this. Oh well. I know what's in there. Sort of. But I didn't choose the correct traits to get in there for now. So, let's go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The only things you've had to eat in the past 8 hours were those boiled peanuts you got from that strange young man at the bus. Suffice to say, you're still hungry, and a peanut butter and jelly sounds exactly what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. Absolutely not. Oh, I just got here. What traits did you pick? I chose strong build and talk to animals. Excuse me, I am trying to teach you not to sit up there, young man. Yeah, I chose a strong build and being able to talk to animals. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Okay. Hello, Frou-Frou. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. Oh, wait, what voice did I do for her? It was kind of like Tabitha, but worse. I'll try. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Can you tell me more about Tabitha? What can you tell me about my cousin? This is the first time I've met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. Okay. Do you know what's in the sealed off part of the estate? Nosy, aren't you? But of course, I am not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. Like in my soft black belly. Can you tell me more about my aunt? I never knew her. She's dead. I don't waste my time on corpses. Damn, girl, okay. Last time I checked, cats eat corpses. So that's a lie. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Okay, yeesh. What a little drama queen. Okay. Search the fridge. As you pop beans. Excuse me. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped on the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, other words, okie dokie. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Take out... Why does the cow have lipstick on? And eyelashes. Also, those ain't horn. That's just the fur sticking up. Why is it wearing lipstick? What kind of country cow milk is this? Check, examine, old takeout. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess, wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. Protein is protein. Protein is protein. You say to yourself as you force the slimy substance down your throat and into the steel trap that is your stomach. Your mouth and throat and senses might be revolted, but you know your muscles will thank you for this later. You've never been one to puke or get sick. Oh, aren't you fancy? And you don't see any reason why this slime would be any different. Good for you. Check mayonnaise. You know you probably shouldn't, but a part of you has to know how old that mayonnaise is. You pick up the jar, its label flaking in your hand. It expired 10 years ago. This jar of mayonnaise is old enough to graduate the 5th grade. Best to put it back and forget you ever saw it. But like, is she eating it or is it just there? Take jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. Lucy's jelly, that sounds wrong. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. I hope she's not using the old shit. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close the fridge and keep looking. Do I steal the ice cream or not? Steal the ice cream. Tabitha explicitly told me not to eat this. You think to yourself as you reach for a pint of banana chocolate chunk. Put it back, eat ice cream. Eat
ice cream, always.
I would be seriously angry if someone did this with my ice cream, though. I'm just saying that right now. I would never do this in real life because I myself would be so fucking angry. She'll be really mad if she finds out, your conscience warns you, as you take a scoop straight from the pint and shove it in your mouth. Oh, Tabitha will love this. Well, you can't, like, tell on me, so. Before you know it, half the container is empty. Put the container back in shame, eat the rest, and burn the container in the bottom of the trash. Eat the rest and burn the container. There's only one way to fix this. Though you're already a little full, you dive back into the ice cream until the entire pint is empty. You then squash the container into a ball, trying to make it as unrecognizable as possible before jamming it as far down the trash bin as you can. Puppies, go away from my chair. Out of sight, out of mind. You return to the fridge, your guilt already subsiding. My first time I played this, I chose the trait where you're sneaky or clever or something like that. And then basically, you just take some of the ice cream and then instead, you just go through all the other ice creams and take a little bit from each of them to put into the ice cream you made of, so they all had an equal amount of ice cream. And I read my character doing that and was like, that's brilliant. That is very clever. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. So there's the pantry. And there's a dead mouse. Okay. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Yeah, no kidding. GIF? 6 if? What is that? Peanut butter and jelly. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Take peanut butter. GIF. Why is it GIF? Okay. The king of nut butters. That is not a sentence I want taken out of context. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. What? Yeah, Creepy 222. If you try to play it again, then do the clever. It's the picture with a person holding a key or something like that. And I remember that it did that. That is brilliant. It was really funny. The only thing you need now are a plate and a knife. Examine mac and cheese. You pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't say you've ever seen this brand before. It's just Kraft. It's just Kraft dinner. What do you mean you've never seen the brand before? Empty the box and stuff it with the dead mouse on the shelf. No. I promised myself that I would try to befriend her. Besides, I've already eaten her ice cream, so I'm putting this back. Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules, and she already seems to not like you. Yeah. You put the box back where you found it, reluctant to make things worse than they already are. Is there anything? What is that? Vegetables? I don't know. Yeah, that's about it. Close the pantry. And now the cabinets. 50 what? 50 something. This cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. There's a little note here on the bowl. Grab a bowl. What does it say? Moth trap, do not touch. Oops. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes out onto you, immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, Moth trap, do not touch. Oops. Ha! Idiot. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something cleaner before you leave the house. Okay. Examine the mug. I was blown away. Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Altitudes, blah, blah, blah. It reads I was blown away, blah, blah. So your aunt and cousin actually travel sometimes. Even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Okay. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. If we get to head home, that is. The game does warn you that you can't save everyone, and maybe you can't even save yourself. So, don't get too, What did I want to say? Beetlejuice distracted me. Don't get too emotionally invested in these characters. They might die. Examine the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to get to work. Close the cabinet. I just noticed there's a gift basket here. Someone must have given that to Tabitha in terms like as a I don't know what the English term is for it, but like a gift you give someone to like give your condolences, I guess. Who from? There's also a tiny little rose here. There's also a container of something here, also with a note. I would be reading all the notes. You close the cabinet and look back to the rest of the kitchen. Make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, protein awaits. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. And that's why I hate cooking. That's why I hate cooking. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Check out the garden from... In the demo, checking out the garden does nothing. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness a long time ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Sure. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. Return to the kitchen. Okay, dokie. Like I said, fuck all happens. You're done here. Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? I wish to settle into my room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Hi. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It's quiet but angry. Afraid! Hi, friend, I know hurt. Afraid! No. Oh, what's your name, little guy? I'm Ayla. Dustin. You look like a Dustin. So, what are you doing in my drawers? Warm, dark. Okay. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Pelian died. Only one human lives here. Dustin not good with names. 2 humans live here. Okay. Can you tell me about the humans who live here? 1 human sad, 1 human scary. The scary human? Always watches. Eyes hateful. The sad human? Can you tell me about the sad human? Cries. Gives Dustin bad sleeps. Oh, you poor baby. Never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin. Okay. What's in the forbidden wing? There's a door with a bunch of locks and chains on it. And I want to know what's behind it. Dustin shivers. Bad place. Not safe. Dustin no visit. Fashion your clothes into a nest. You poor thing. You look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth somewhat more at ease than before and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. Ah. You close the door, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. Oi. Oops. I just punched my mic. I have a friend. My first friend in this place. Check the closet. A fucking doll, of course. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course, you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, "Property of Alexandra." No need to carry this around with you. You close the closet behind you. Look out the window. Okay. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in the heyday. If you owned the place, you'd definitely get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yeah, you'd definitely do that. Just not right now. Examine the painting. That is definitely someone who's related to Tabitha. They have the same eyes. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Maribel Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Take a nap. You've earned it. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Also, you thought. You cough as a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets may be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. Well, that's enough. Might as well get to town. Pardon me. I would absolutely die from that place. Too much dust. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate clean between the two of you and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Is it? Okay, if you say so. Continue down the path. Oh! A general store and a little coal miner statue, a library, a town hall, and a place that's completely boarded up. That's not suspicious at all. Finally, you made it to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked, and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, hello, baby! I remember you! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Gretchen. Why, I do declare, who is this stranger, and why does she smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Do I talk to Gretchen, or do I just talk? She's so cute. I mean, this is a compliment to Gretchen, and as Gretchen's owner, she's gonna like hearing that too. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. Gladly. Her favorite food is cheese whiz, her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel, and her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. I am so sorry to interrupt, but did someone just mention Murder, She Wrote and cheese whiz in the same sentence? Sometimes I leave it on the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it like an old lady with her programs. But where are my manners talking to you for this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of cold folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Are you blushing, Stella? You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. Introduce myself. Hi, I'm Ayla. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. Yeah, good luck. That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her, all alone up in that big house. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so cute, I guess. No, I don't. One, I want to be friends with Tabitha, so I'm not gonna talk shit about her. Two, clearly Stella cares about her on some level, so again, not gonna talk shit about her. Even though we just met a couple of hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. Are you two friends? I was probably closer than most people have gotten to being able to call her a friend. The school here is really small, so everyone had to at least get along with everyone else. She was a grade ahead of me, but everyone knew her, especially since she's a Scarlet. Yeah, imagine being the classmate of someone who is named after the town. Like, this place is called Scarlet Hollow. So the Scarlet family are like the owners of the place. Sort of. We wound up bonding a bit when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. And as you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her... Oh, that's Gretchen. I haven't seen that little girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the... That is still Gretchen, not Stella. Sorry. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met that frou-frou. How does that monster fare? Ugh, Tabitha's cat? Unfortunately, yes, I have met Frou-Frou. Yeah, I met Frou-Frou. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get to let me pet her, even if the last thing I do. It sounds like you and Frou-Frou have history. I don't mind if Stella finds out I can talk to animals, that's fine. I'm choosing this because this, I feel like, would be what Gretchen would want me to say, because she wants Tabitha to pet her someday. I hope to pet Frou-Frou someday, so I'm doing this one. Yeah, I've met Frou-Frou. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get her to let me pet her, even if it's the last thing I do. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Yes, this is a joke. I can't actually tell animals. Alas, you have discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a Southern Belle when she talks. Oh, right, Southern Belle. I don't think I can do a Southern Belle accent. I would offend people if I tried, I think. Haha, yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see... Wait, okay, Southern Belle. I don't think I can do a Southern accent. I don't even want to try, No, I don't want to try. I don't think I can. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards, and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. Yeah, I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that was it. I was just on my way to the diner to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Biscuits, your treat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Biscuits, your treat. Hell yeah. Awesome, let's go. Not gonna say no to a biscuit. Let's see. This man looks very, very sad. Did he know Tabitha's mom, Pearlan? The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. Hi. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. What are you looking at? Hi everyone, I'm Ayla. Just in time for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. He's already whispering about me in the background, what the fuck? Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Hello, gorgeous. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee, and you just knew exactly what you wanted. Oh, look at the way he's looking at you, girl. He wants you. They quietly placed a cup of coffee in front of Stella. They. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, we love a person who is obsessed enough with animals to do that. For me? Yes, look at that. You precious girl. Get all the bacon you want. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Yeah, I just used the scroller on the mouse. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. You can't say you'll take care of me and expect me not to expect a lot. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? No, that I am not that person. Give her fucking bacon. She's 17 years old. No, I am not doing that. How much is the coffee? $1, but that gets you unlimited refills. Really? Cool. Can you throw in a biscuit too? Sweet, I'll have a cup, thanks. And could you throw in a biscuit too? I hear they're really good. Excuse me, puppies. Go away. Best in the country. I mean, that is something everyone would say about their own biscuits, wouldn't they? Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. I literally did not know her. Before you had the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? Beetlejuice! Baby! That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Baby butt! Can you be quiet, baby butt? Oh, and I'm pretty... Hello, baby! Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to Saturday night, right before the funeral, okay. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That's a thing people actually do. I thought potlucks was things you did like, oh wait, this is like a out in the country thing. As a city girl, I have never been to a potluck. That is not a thing here. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Yeah, sure, a potluck right after a funeral. Usually people go to a wake, but not like, not a potluck. Is the potluck like a church thing? Cool, sounds neat. Why would the potluck be a church thing? Oh, because it's on a Sunday. I mean, cool. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'd love to hit some good hiking trails after being cooped up on a bus for so long. These legs gotta move. But it's to you. No. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to hold Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. No. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. That'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Have you thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in tow. That is a very thick biscuit. Is there oh, that's Christian again. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house. She sends her condolences. Oh, thank you. Thanks, it looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles to your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. How is that a biscuit? Is that an American biscuit or something? Is that it? Hold on, I need to look it up. American biscuit. Because that is not what a biscuit looks like. Yeah, American biscuits are more like buns than a biscuit. That explains it. Okay. So yeah, if you want to look it up, search American biscuits, and it's this bun-looking thing. It looks like bread. Okay, I mean, I would try it, but that's not really what a biscuit is supposed to be. But whatever, Americans, you do what you do. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. But it's bread, and it looks like a bun, so I'm gonna call it a bun. Whoa. Whoa, this is a really good bun. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I am not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Well, if that's all it takes, then I'm famous too. I've had an article written about me, bitch. I'm very famous then. True story, actually. I had an article written about me for an animal magazine when I was like 12, I think. Because I had a lot of hamsters. Like, an insane amount. You're the only person who's been on the news. Oh yeah, what's it? Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Ah, that kind of famous. Okay. What kind of videos do you do? How's you? Ugh, you and everyone else. I'm not saying that. I would have said that if she was an influencer, though. What kind of videos do you do? Cool, what kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I did not know what a cryptid was until this game. I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly either. Tell me if I'm wrong. But cryptids, from what I can understand, are like fictional animals, like mythical beings. Like the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, stuff like that. You should really check out her channel, Ayla. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Okay. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So, the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Okay. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. Couldn't it just be 2 beavers who were very, very needy? I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. Gretchen, it was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. Oh, okay. It's a mountain lion. I am still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. Are we gonna say that Gretchen said it? Or are we just gonna... Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. Haha, very funny. You might have got me earlier, but I'm on to you. You're not going to trick me into thinking you can talk to my dog. As for your theory, no. No way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not even fans of water. And the body's too long. No way. Well, Gretchen has a stronger sense of smell than we do. I'm inclined to believe what she says. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a surrogator type situation. I mean, okay. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owners set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catapwa, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So you admit it's probably not a cryptid, right? So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Now, let me make this clear. Had this been me in real life, you would not catch me dead doing that. Under any circumstance. Not because I think it's real, but because there are animals out there, and those can also be terrifying. Also, I would not go with a stranger out in the forest or up hiking or anything like that. I probably wouldn't have come to the funeral to begin with, but that's a different story. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers? I should probably go back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. Anyway, see y'all around. Okay, bye. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after skunk ape. You say that with a wink as if I'm supposed to know what the fuck a skunk ape is. Interesting. Tell me more. Ew, stinky. What's skunk ape? Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Ha! It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids, and one of the smellier according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I can smell Gretchen through the screen. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough, even if it's just worse Bigfoot. Fair enough. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug of war with her dog. Okay. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you want to say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I think. Oh, wait. I said to you guys, I had already played this prologue, chapter 1, whatever, through the demo. And I did play different routes, but I actually didn't do this and then said no to Stella afterwards. I didn't do that. Maybe that's what I should do then? I'm gonna save just to see. How about a rain check? I'm still trying to get the lay of the land here. Oh, she looks so disappointed. But tonight's going to be perfect for the hunt. You'll be able to see the stars at night with no light pollution whatsoever. You're guaranteed to encounter some interesting wildlife, and best of all, you get to eat hiking snacks. They're my favorite part of hiking, so I always have a full stock. Most of the snacks are homemade too, in case that tempts you. I just want to see what I do after this. Because I want to know, will I keep going through town? Or am I gonna go home and then get to the forest? Because again, I know what happens in the forest. But I want to see if, like, I can do more in town. I think I'm good. Thanks for the invite, but it's been a long trip. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I guess I get it. You'll be missing out, though. A moment of not-so-comfortable silence hangs between you. I'll see you around, yeah? And tell Tabby I'm here if she ever needs me. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but a walk is still a walk. Toodaloo, Ayla. Stella slides out of the booth, Gretchen in tow, and heads to the counter to pay. You are alone in the booth. Stella already paid, but that doesn't mean you can't leave a tip. Should you, though? Leave a generous tip. Always. It is America, indeed, so. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you got it. For the demo, I think the first time I played the demo, I did hot, like you were physically attractive, and then this clever, sneaky one, I think. But then I played with other traits too in the demo, so I kind of tried most of them already. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Hanging out with Stella managed to pass some time, but there's still plenty of daylight left. Maybe it's worth spending more time exploring the town. Okay, see, that's what I was hoping for. I wanted to see if I could still go to town. But maybe... I know who I meet at the general store. She's one of my favorites. I know who I meet at the town hall, and from what I remember, it wasn't really that interesting. Now I kind of regret not just going straight with you know what? I promise not to do this a lot, but I'm gonna go with Stella. I'm sorry. I promise not to save scum too much. I just wanted to see if I could go to town if I didn't go straight with her. But still, that depends. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be. Of course. It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started a channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll all become like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. Your first videos are always terrible. And sometimes they keep being terrible, but You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together, though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. I accidentally skipped what she just said, and I can't scroll back. Oh wait, there's the history here. Reese, dude, what's up? It feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Oh, is Reese sick? I haven't met Reese, by the way. From what I know, we don't see him at all in the demo. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Okay? Reese, There's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Oh. Okay. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Or did he mean Gretchen? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Why, though? I'm just here for the... Then again, they probably heard a lot about my mother, so... Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. Damn, that's a long time to have something going on. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Okay. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh. I mean, maybe he's just like me and doesn't like to leave the house. That doesn't mean there's something wrong. He could just be a caveman, like me. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about it really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'll love him. Really? Okay. We should swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends, said Ayla, which would be a massive lie in real life. I would never. This would be too much for me. Too many new people and being in a strange place on my own with a person who clearly hates my guts. Right back at you, Beetlejuice. Awesome. I'll make it happen. Sure. Yay. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. Well, that's kind of what happens when you have a normal job, Stella. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Generous tip. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner, with you following close behind. He's been whispering about me ever since I got here. Hasn't taken his beady little eyes off me at all, you old pervert. Ooh. She looks so sad all the time, but that's what pugs look like. They look permanently sad. That's why I could never have a pug. They look sad too often. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. Yeah, I'm not very smart, am I? You feel... I feel tense, let's be honest. You would feel a little tense. On edge. Something terrible could happen at any moment. Every snapping twig and rustling leaf makes your heart beat faster and your eyes go wider. Excuse me, Beetlejuice. Hello, baby. Oh, now you're quiet, huh? Hello, Poppins. Stella, by comparison, is jaunty. You wish you had her confidence. Well, I mean, she does this all the time. So. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. Oh, yeah. Our summers have started to suck in my country. Probably because of, like... Would you stop singing? Or whatever you want to call what you're doing. I am not looking forward to summer. I don't do well with a lot of heat, and summers have been getting increasingly hotter in my country. Probably because of, you know, the environment and stuff like that. I really, really don't like how hot it's getting. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I don't like the heat, okay? I prefer cold if I absolutely have to choose. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record since last year, at least. Yeah. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to become so much worse here. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk games. Yeah, sure. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. Oh, yeah. I've heard that sun can give some people migraines. I suffered from chronic headaches since I was like 19. I'm 31 now, so that's 12 years. But acupuncture has really saved my ass there. You just gotta find a good acupuncturist. And by the way, Creepy222, you said you found it through Tumblr, maybe? In case you don't know me, hi, my name is Ayla, I'm an acupuncturist. So, just saying. That was what got rid of my headaches. You just gotta find one who is classic trained and not traditional trained. And in my country, that's difficult. Because most people take the traditional acupuncturist education rather than the classic one. Because the traditional one is a bachelor in my country. So people feel like, oh, it's a bachelor degree, that's why it's better or fancier or whatever. But here's the thing. I met some traditional acupuncturist students while I was also students. And I had been at the education for 6 months. They had been in their education for 6 months. And they had yet, after 6 months of being on an education to become an acupuncturist, had yet to stick a needle in a single person. That's like studying to become a carpenter and not touching a hammer or saw or anything like that for the first 6 months. You can't be an acupuncturist without putting needles in people. That's kind of part of the job. So, not gonna get too much into it, just saying, if you want to try acupuncture, find someone who's classic trained, not traditional. Because traditional is not actually traditional. That's just what they call it. Classic trained is the way. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of things? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck though, especially when it came to ghosts. But back when I first started doing solo videos, I got into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. Pardon. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. Yeah, especially when you can't prove that they aren't just normal animals. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't been able to see any myself. I too did not know there was a difference until I actually started the education on it. I had no idea there were different types of acupuncture, so don't blame you for not knowing that. Most people don't. I sure didn't. Werewolves, I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turn into animals, but werewolves lore line up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptids. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they are really out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's just bunk. Bunk. Let's hope that's all bunk. That is not something. That is not a word I know, honestly. Pardon me. I can't breathe. What about aliens? Anyways, I'm expecting to find something. I mean, if she's hoping to find something, she wouldn't be out there. Ever happened? What's the weirdest thing you've seen? Let's move on. Did you hear that? That was a twig. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Hey, don't call her old mutt. I'll do you, rascal. Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, oh, okay, wait, no. Old grumpy man. Some creature of darkness? Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk Ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the Hollow. My condolences. I tip my hat to you. I'll keep you in my prayers. Please don't. Now, both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunka-bungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week. Damn, that's a lot of chickens. And I can't afford to lose many more like that. Well, yeah, no, 3 chickens is a lot, usually. Huh, I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. If I was Duke in this situation, I would be pretty annoyed with Stella. Now see, this is why I didn't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I want you to know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damned mountain lions. They are out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches... Okay? Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. That's a fair point. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I mean, you're probably wrong that it's not mountain lions. But at the same time, I would believe a mountain lion rather than a skunk ape. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s. And even those were iffy. Are you done? Are you scared of mountain lions? It's true. There are mountain lions out. They are scared of mountain lions. It's true. There are mountain lions out there. Sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. Well, you know what? I believe you, Gretchen. I really do. I can't believe you got out there on your YouTubes saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed. Yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. Oh. Yeah, that can't have been fun. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Try to bond over sports. Okay. Are you threatening us? Nah. Can't you just buy more chickens? Jeez, that's cold. No, not saying that. Oi. Try to bond over sports, sure. So you're a Duke, man. I've met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I've never met someone named after a team. Yeah, well, I was born into the name. Why, you're a fan? Heck yeah I am. Go Devils. Damn straight. I don't think that just because we root for the same team, I'm gonna let the two of you keep tramping around these woods. Fair enough, but it's something. Alright, Ayla, there's no need to cause Duke any more hassle. Let's head out. We can come back some other time. Glad to hear you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two, run along now and stay safe. There's no way she actually means that. Hold on. I have a hair in front of my eyeball. I think I got it. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. This is a terrible idea. I mean, this would be my answer. No way, not with Duke and his shotgun out there waiting to blow our heads off. Because here's the thing, he might see one of us, think we're whatever he's hunting for, and kill us on accident. That is a very likely thing that could happen. So that's what I would see usually. But this is not supposed to be me, which is also why I should have named the character after me, but that's too fucking late now. Yes, I knew you wouldn't give up on the hunt, because you're a fucking idiot. Never. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke and his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Oh, okay. So, we would know. Okay, fair enough. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistants, the mysterious Ayla, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very country. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging, Gretchers! I can take the camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scene once the sun sets all the way. Why does it have to be dark, though? In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. It's been so long since I've had a hiking buddy who could keep pace with me. Oh, is this the start of a friendly rivalry I'm sensing? I'll have you know, this is my casual hiking pace. Gotta watch out for Gretchen's poor little bones. The real test will come once it's time to run after Skunk Ape. But in all seriousness, I haven't had this much fun in a hike in a long time. Thanks for coming with me. I see that blush, Stella. I don't know if any of the characters are romanceable, but if they are, I'm going for Stella. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Get behind me, quick. You don't have to jump in to protect me. Come on, let's check it out. I'm sure it's nothing. Excuse me. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? Ooh! Is that the new growth you're talking about? Yikes. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Oh, it is from the game. I thought one of my birds was making a weird sound, and then it's just from the game. The acorn becomes oak, the oak becomes the rich rod that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken. A deer! And there is something uncouthly fake and vile to its odors. Let me at him! How dare he infringe upon my dearest Stella's personal space! Let me at him! Let me at him! Your soughing husk will feed the coming world. This is good. And then it's gone. Okay. Do you want to know what characters are romanceable, or would you rather find out on your own? I think I'd rather find out on my own. Yeah, I think that's more fun. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. Then give the girl a better harness. Your dog is not supposed to be able to get out of your harness. What would you think would happen if my birds managed to get out of their harness when I take those for walks? I would lose them. Give her a proper fucking harness. My god. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? I feel like they probably do. I think that deer was threatening us. Or warning us. It certainly looked scary. Pardon me. That thing on its face? Yikes. I'm ready for the hunt. That got my heart rate up. I'm an idiot, so... Same for me. How's about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right into the night's activities. That sounded wrong, Stella. Then again, it sounds more like the type of night activities I would want to participate in. You would not catch me dead hiking in the mountains, especially at night. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Powerful build, take one of everything. Yeesh. You grab as much as you can, your body's a temple, and its priest demands offerings. Haha, somebody's hungry, huh? You look at Stella in response, your mouth full of delicious snacks. There will be time for conversation when you're finished, but for now, you eat. And for now, I drink. Gretchen, you are... I don't like how far out on the edge you are. One strong gust of wind and you're fucking dead. Stella, you're not a very good dog owner. Are you sure you should be bringing your 17-year-old pug out here to begin with? You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand as a quiet sound of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws at a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Copenhagen. Hey, there we go. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Ayla. Why do you want to know? She's being polite. She's curious about you. It's not that hard to figure out on your own. I live in a closet in a house with 10 roommates. That's as far away from something I would ever want to do. So that sounds horrible. In fact, it sounds horrific and therefore perfectly fitting for this horror game. Actually, it's more of an attic crawl space. One of the walls is slanted, so it's like a little uninsulated triangle room. Yeah, I tried the difficult roommate one too. That one was funny. That is very funny. There's not really space for much, so I just have my clothes and a futon, and a little camp light too, since there's not a light in there. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that doesn't sound like a space anybody should be living in. It sounds like staying in that old crumbling mansion is actually a pretty big step up for you. How are your roommates? Are they at least nice? They're nice enough, but it's a tough living situation. I get that. I certainly don't think I could live without any privacy like that. Me neither. Do you think you'll move out at some point? I've been saving up for something better. Oh, I hear you. I've been saving up for something better. Oh yeah? Good for you. So, what do you do for a living? Let's see. What is one I haven't tried? Service industry. That can be many, many different things. I'm in the service industry. I'm on my feet all day, getting yelled at for things beyond my control, and the most I get paid in tips. Ah, that kind of service. Okay. I actually really like it. You know what? Screw it. I like it. You know what? I actually kind of like it. For all the abuse I've taken from bad customers, I found a lot of support from my coworkers. That's amazing. I don't think I could handle that. YouTube commenters are bad enough, and there's a whole screen between me and them. Yeah. It feels silly for some people who haven't experienced it, but getting hate online, no matter what kind, is always gonna feel really shitty. Like, I haven't experienced a whole lot of it, but it does happen. I'm chronically online. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna piss someone off at some point for something, and it is what it is. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside of town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job, because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. Well, I know the answer to this one, so I'm just gonna say, do you live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the hollow's small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, oh geez, I'm so sorry. Oh, because they're dead. I'm so sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. And I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. Nah, let's not, I'm just so sorry. It's fine. Ah, I guess we're both members of the Dead Bob Club, huh? Huh, I guess we are. How are you holding up? I'm okay. Hanging in there. It was a long time coming, so it wasn't a surprise. I kind of come to terms with it by the time it actually happened. That's something, I guess. And it's not all bad. She doesn't have to be in pain anymore. That's a relief. The hospital bills are another story. Yeah, fucking Americans. I can't imagine having, like, to pay for, like, okay, I'm not gonna start getting into that. I'm sure Americans have heard that over and over and over again, but, like, really, I cannot imagine having to pay like that for, like, oh, you got sick, too fucking bad, give us money. Like, nope. Don't get it. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. Exactly! What the fuck was that? Gretchen says it a little nicer. My stars, what was that? It's showtime. That's how you interpreted that, Stella? Jesus Christ. Yeah, no kidding. Whatever made that sound, I never heard anything like it, and it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. I get the dog? Okay. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Ayla. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. Oh, that was Gretchen. Do stay close, Ayla. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. You're cute. You give a shit about me at this point. Chicken? Question mark? Okay. I see it. It's sweet and kind. A bed of flowers. A nice wind. A gentle gardener. Huh? Maybe Duke's birds aren't eaten after all? Oh, hello. Ooh! Did you see the baby arms in the top right corner? I remember the first time I played this and I saw that, I was like, what the fuck was that? Because of all the things I expected to see, it wasn't fucking baby arms. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. It doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out skunk ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north, so let's go after it. Follow Stella. I'm not leaving. Are you kidding me? You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown. Into the unknown. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh. I remember when I played the devil for the first time and I saw her fall. I 100% expected her to either die or fall into something horrible. And it's just... she just falls. Stella! Stella! Ow? And here I thought you were supposed to be a hard-mounted girl. You don't spend as much time running through the woods as I do without getting a little embarrassed every now and then. Usually Gretchen's the only one to see. Oh, and I see it quite a bit, I do. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Is it really that chicken talking? Okay. A new beginning. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Oh, Jesus. It's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera. Do we, though? It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. I feel like if a chicken has a tumor, it does not get that big before you do something about it. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Well, that's awfully selfish of you to think about that. That poor chicken. And all you can think about is getting demonetized. Are you kidding me? Wait, do you hear that? I know that smell. That's old Duke. Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go home? Birdie? Birdie. Oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Oh, sweetheart. Oh, this man loves his chickens. Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. She smells terrible. Nothing like an animal at all, just like that deer. I can barely even smell the woods anymore. It's all that uncanny plastic stench. Jesus H. Christ. The animals tonight have been saying some really weird things to me, yeah. Okay, realistically, I think that would be a bad thing to say here, because we are all already freaked out enough as is. We really would not, I mean, they're gonna be freaked out by me saying this, but I'm gonna be honest about the fact that I can do this, so. The animals tonight have been saying some really weird things to me. The hell are you on about? What a horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that. Oh, Gretchen. What a thing to say. You were joking about being able to talk to Gretchen earlier. You're still joking, right? I am not, but okay. We should maybe talk more about that later. Yeah, let's... examine the chicken. Oh, this poor thing. I don't like seeing birds get hurt. I don't like to see animals get hurt in general, but like, obviously it's a little extra difficult when it's a bird. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. I would never! Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Examine the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you glazed over, but still rolling around in the sockets with unfortunate life. Ooh. Can't hide from me. I can see you. I can smell you, sick, sick creature. I'm sick. Excuse me? Examine the wing. Oy. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. The old becomes the new. I've never flown, but now I soar. Okay. Whatever's got a hold of it busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Examine the growth. Ugh. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple of days. Happened to me once and there's not so much as a scar these days. This is different, man. I don't know. It looks kind of like there's something in there. It smells like it should be buried somewhere deep. My senses scream that this is an abomination. Oh, Stella, please don't get too close. Can you hear the bird that dwells within me? Can you hear the way it roars and thunders? What kind of baby roars and thunders? Having investigated to your heart's content, yay, you step back and give the bird space. I mean, she's been an egg before. What are we supposed to do now? We're taking my bird and we're getting the hell out of here. Okay, fair enough. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. There's something out there, all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them. I think we should get out of here. Agreed. We've all had enough excitement. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. Are you guys hearing this? She starts filming again. As Duke scoops up the injured birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded. The strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. This fucking thing. It looks like something out of one of those Japanese macabre animes. Check it out on Netflix. There's something called like Horror Tales of Japanese Macabre or something like that. Those are freaky. Like, in the way only Japanese people know how to be freaky, okay? Those are very horrifying. This looks like something that could have been from that. What in the hell is that? The garden has come to mend and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become. Stop calling me your gardener. That sounds weird. You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. Stella! Stella! There's another one! The leash is drawn, fully taut, and then there's a sudden looseness. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet, and then chaos. And this was where I played the demo and thought, ah shit, I knew I was gonna have to make this type of choice at some point. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! Powerful build. You were born for this moment, and that's why I chose that trade. Because if I hadn't, I would have had to choose between them. And I didn't want to do that. So I am very happy that I had played the demo and knew that I could do this. So, powerful build, take care of business. You rush to Duke's side, your steady hand reaching for the barrel of his shotgun. You grab it, pointing it safely at the sky as you aim a swift, brutal kick at the creature. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packaged sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest and it crumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Also, look at the thing in its mouth. It's like it has a stinger. Like, ugh. Duke regains control of the shotgun, and you turn your attention back to Gretchen. You pick up a large rock and hurl it at the thing just as it's in the midst of dragging Gretchen away. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated in its blindness, leaving Gretchen unharmed. And then a gunshot, the scattering of footsteps, and finally silence. You turn just in time to see the creature you knocked off of Duke disappear, bleeding into the tree line. My God, that thing almost had me. Oh, Ayla, you are truly a hero. Yeah, no kidding. When I first played this and had to make the choice, I honestly wasn't sure what to do. Because if we talk realistically and what I think would be most fair, I would of course save Duke. Because one, Gretchen is a dog. Not saying dog lives aren't important, they absolutely are. I am not one of those people who think that human lives go above everyone else. But, and it's number two reason why I would have chosen Duke in a realistic version of this. She's 17. This is an old dog. That's the truth. It's an old dog. The fact that a pug has lived to 17 is a miracle. And for those who are curious, I will spoil a little thing here. If Gretchen had died here, Stella would be saying the same thing I'm saying right now. Of course she would be sad, of course it would be horrible, but she would be aware that this was an old dog, and that rescuing Duke was the correct choice. Just saying. Duke does have a gun, yes, but I can tell you right now, in this situation, the one you choose if you don't have the strong build trait, the one you don't choose dies. And that's kind of what I foresaw coming when I first played it, because I was like, yeah, the moment that I saw there was a dog, first of all, animals are hardly ever safe in games and horror of any kind. It's always the animals who get hurt first or something like that. But yeah, I did, again, like I said, I played the demo multiple times, so I did play the version where I saved Gretchen and let Duke die. Boy, does the game make sure you know what you've done. Because the image of Duke's death is not a fun one. Okay. Holy shit, Gretchen, I almost lost you. Yeah, you froze, you poor thing. And there's an option to yell at Stella for freezing, but you can't help but freeze. If you're in this, you don't know what type of person you are in this situation until you've experienced it. I have always thought I was the type to act. But when I experienced someone having an epileptic seizure right next to me, I froze. Even though I know what I was supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do, but I froze. So you don't know what your reaction is going to be until you're there. Yelling at someone who freezes in this type of situation is completely meaningless and unfair. You can't help whatever reaction you have. Just throwing that out there. Holy shit, Gretchen, I almost lost you. Thank you, Ayla. And Birdie's safe on the ground till we get our bearings. Holy shit, guys, did you see that pitch? The pitch? Holy shit, did you guys see that pitch? Damn thing got away, though. We have to go after it, right? I don't think we have much footage and nobody's going to believe us unless nothing is going to believe us, period, Stella Richmond. Even if we drag the mangled corpse of one of them critters straight out of the damned woods. I got my bird, and we also got our lives. I am calling it here. We are leaving. But, I'm saving. But I think it's safe, so to speak. Getting cold feet, Duke. Those things have been going after your birds. As a fellow bird person, you cannot just stop now. God damn it. Oh, I wasn't aware the characters had these traits in that sense. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I didn't know that. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, fine. But first sign of trouble, we are counting our blessings and leaving. Then let's go. Stella doesn't wait for you or Duke to respond. She holds Gretchen close and starts running. You join Duke and Stella chasing after the wounded creature and into the darkness. Gretchen! Good God, there's tons of those damn things. There are more of them. A lot more of them. They leer at you from the trees, no longer hiding as they bellow their warnings out into the night. What in the hell are they? Where are they coming from? This one has human teeth. It's a spiral. I only just noticed that. And then bigger and bigger animals. That's a dog. Straight up a dog there. And a turkey. Raccoon. Jesus Christ. His question is seemingly answered when you burst through the trees and into a clearing. Stella, too, is stopped by the sight and smell of what has been arranged here. She stands with you at its edge, overlooking the bizarre pattern of animal corpses, their rot flavoring the air. Stars above, is this wretched place where they wanted to take me? Yes, it was, Gretchen. Yes, it was. At the sound of the dog's disquiet, the creatures flow out of the woods and surround the clearing. It looks like this one's smiling. You see, that's a grin. This one's kind of smiling too. Dead eyes peer out from the pale, doughy faces, watching the three of you and the small, terrified dog. Get all the footage you need, Stella. I can take them. Okay, maybe don't be an idiot. Do you think they're friendly? Do you think they're friendly? They're absolutely not friendly. I don't think I'm willing to find out right now. The three of you take a few steps back from the clearing, then turn and start running together back through the woods, driven by a deep animal instinct to get away from whatever these things are. They are everywhere! God, how many of these things are there? They reach out to you from between bushes and tree branches, grasping for anything they can get a hold of, their howls filling the night. Quick, my truck's down this way. You make it to the road, but three of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. Please, please, you damn me. Let me go home. Let me go home. No, I'm saving the chicken. I'm saving Birdie. Stay back. Be gone, vile creatures. You take a single deep breath before propelling yourself towards the creatures. Go to town. Jesus Christ. As they flinch from your approach, you plant a foot firmly in the ground and throw your body towards the abomination to your right, your fist firmly connecting with the powerful haymaker. Its body feels wrong, as if your blow had just collided with a bag of loose organs instead with a living creature. What a way to phrase it. Caught by surprise. They have a tail. This one has a long tail, this one has a tiny one, and this one doesn't have a tail at all. Caught by surprise and outmatched by a physical prowess, the creature leaps back and scatters into the woods. You are still the dominant species here, at least for now. Now, Stella, I know you got trouble with vehicles, but I won't hear any nonsense about you walking back to town, you hear? Get in the truck. You sense the slightest bit of hesitation as Stella pauses on the path next to you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Her parents died in a vehicle accident. That's why she doesn't like to get in cars. I don't really think that's a spoiler, because we would have been told this if we had made different choices earlier, so just telling you guys what you would have known if I had made different choices. You squeeze into Duke's tiny two-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. Stella stares ahead in silence. She clutches Gretchen protectively, staring straight forward, expression blank as the truck quickly starts to rumble its way down the dirt road. Stella, darling, it's okay. No, let's not be an idiot. It wasn't fun, that was fun, that was terrifying. Gossip, no. So I guess it wasn't a mountain lion getting at your chickens. Yeah, guess not. Can't say I know what I'm supposed to do with that information, though. Suppose the boy and I are in for some long nights trying to guard the rest of them from those things. Please, you damn me. Let me go home. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on the shoulder. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease, and she lets out a self-soothing sigh. Remain silent. I think that's the right choice here, because again, I know why she's reacting this way. You let the silence continue, staring out of the road ahead. Every now and then you spot what looks like a pale, anguished faces peeking out from between the trees before vanishing back into the underbush. I would not be okay being in the woods, are you kidding me? Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. Let me know if anything happens with Birdie, alright? She's gonna be fine. You hear? She's not gonna be fine. She is. I don't know that. I haven't, gone further than that because of the demo. But I don't think she's gonna be okay. I'd better check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but, well, no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourselves. Take care, Duke. Jesus. Oh, okay. Good night, Creepy. Thank you for joining. Hopefully you can join next time. I will probably be live streaming again already next week, maybe for the weekend. I'm thinking Friday and Sunday, maybe, something like that. Can't say for sure though, but I will be posting about it both on Tumblr, my YouTube, my Twitch, all those places. So if you can catch the other streams, that would be great. But yeah, sleep well. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally be getting reception again. Where the hell did you go? Where are you? 6 missed calls from Tabitha and 13 text messages. Call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. Your message sits unread. Tabitha seems worried. It is pretty late, isn't it? God, what a mess this night's been. Mess? That's what you want to call it? A mess? I can't believe you punched one of those things. It felt like hitting a bag of organs. It felt like hitting a bag of organs. Not that that's something I've done, but it was just like meat suspended in jelly that was barely held together in a stretched out bag. I don't think it had bones. Dang, and here I thought skunk ape sounded gross. We should call the cops, right? You're not from around here, but that'd just be wasting time. The police out here mean well, but they don't really do anything, you know. Yeah, I tried calling the cops in the demo. You have not seen a more useless piece of shit than those two cops I talked to there. Holy crap. Like, really, truly useless. If anything, they just get mad at you for bothering them. Yeah, that sounds about right. What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read about anything like this. Although, maybe we got to find out more about those things. Yeah, no kidding. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over before it gets any later. Let's do it. Cool, let's go. I'm glad you're sticking it out with us. It's always so nice to have an extra companion. Yeah. I don't know what to say to that because, yeah, I just agree, basically. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind us. What a thing to say, Stella. No, not Stella, Gretchen. Ayla. Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadow of the night. Lovely. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. Are you okay? I did not notice that when I played the demo. Mrs. Forsyth. Okay, this is Ayla. Is it okay if we come in? Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. Lovely. I could use a cuppa. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Yeah, but if you called you Sybil, I would have known that your literal surname is Forsyth. Welcome to my little nook. Tea is life. Yeah, sounds about right. Lots of plants. Looks like an apothecary. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Ayla. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. How do you know that? Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now, poor Pearly Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. How did you know that my mom died? Oh, Pearly Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on. I wouldn't get an earful off, bless her heart. Oh, okay, so there was some sort of contact between us. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to worry about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. Hell yeah! We need your help. Ah yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. Yeah, no kidding. The world as we know it has just been completely turned around. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and turns the screen towards Sybil. Ah, one of your little videos. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? Oh, that's the fucking T in the game. Again, I thought one of my birds was making a weird sound. It's just a T in the game. Shut up! Is it the game? the hell? What the fuck? Oh, it was the game. Okay. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Oh my... Hold on. Oh, my Raycons are still attached. Oh, connected, I mean. Weird. What in the world? Why can't I hear the... What is happening? Has the audio been like this for the whole thing? Has the audio been coming from my speakers instead of my Raycons? What? What is happening? What the fuck? Have I been hearing the audio from my PC speakers this whole time and didn't realize it? Why is the audio not coming from my... What is happening? Okay, wait, hold on. That is so weird. Have I been hearing... Is my hearing that bad? That I didn't even realize that... Okay, let's try again. Because I know my Raycons aren't out of battery, I can see that. The audio doesn't go over to my Raycons. What the... Why? That is so weird. Has it been doing that the whole time? Why didn't you guys tell me? What the hell? No wonder it was so much louder than my voice, because it was coming out of my speakers instead. Why the hell? Now they're in my Raycons at least. Okay. Let's see. You guys are gonna have to tell me again if the sound is off or not. So, all this time I didn't realize that the sound from the game was actually not coming out in my Raycons. They were coming out of my speakers, and I just didn't realize. So, lovely. That does not bode well for my hearing, does it? Kinda concerning, all things considered. So, you guys let me know, is my voice too loud for for the game or vice versa, because holy crap. That was a terrible mistake on my part. Sorry. Okay. I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to have a friend than her nosy mother. All this time and I didn't realize the audio was not coming into my records. I cannot believe it. I am so sorry. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato. Kanika, is it me? Am I the good potato? I most certainly hope I am. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? That was a rude way to say hello to someone, but okay. Hi, I'm Ayla. I missed what happened, sorry about what happened in the settings. I don't think nothing happened in the settings. I just realized that the sounds I was hearing from the game was coming from my speakers instead of my fucking earbuds. And that's why I kept thinking that I was hearing my birds say weird shit when it was actually the game coming out of my speakers instead of my headphones. So I need to have my hearing checked, I think. So you guys have to tell me, is the audio okay in terms of my voice and the music from the game, because I clearly can't hear shit. Hi, I'm Ayla, Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. We can watch this without you, Kanika. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Holy shit, why is she saying my name? It's a bit louder. How's that? Oh, that's why she's saying holy shit, Ayla. That's why she's saying, because I was like, hell yeah. Not gonna lie, this feels like the highlight of my life. Like, everything's just going to stay down from here. Sorry. Is that a good holy shit? Admiring my handiwork? I don't know what came over me. Is that a good holy shit? You could say that. Oh, can you get into it? The footage continues. What are those things, though? They seem like something people should be aware of, I guess. Sailor Moon! Oh my god, Kanika, you are a gorgeous, gorgeous woman with some really good, I like your clothes. They fit you very well. I am no better than a man. This is far beyond my ability to contribute. I'll leave the thinking to you humans. I don't know. Do you think they're like gnomes? Gnomes, Stella! Gnomes? Yeah, Kanika had the same thought I did. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. You mean we can ditch the ditchlings? She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Oh, lovely. So, why not? Ah, wait, no, I skipped. That's suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Ayla with this taily poke crap. Taily poke crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they were never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Okay. To see so many in one place. Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. They really aren't that tough. I don't think we have to worry too much about them. I punched one of them in the face. The animals called them gardeners, not ditchlings. All of the infected animals we met felt like they were going insane. Kanika has some points there. Calling this magic is an easy out and jumping to a wild conclusion. Y'all are worrying too much. No. Maybe they're making more of themselves. Whatever it isn't good. The animals called them gardeners, not ditchlings. What? That's upsettingly morbid. That being said, it kind of reflects what they're doing, doesn't it? Did you see all of those open wounds at that spiral nests? It's like they were incubating in the local wildlife. Oh, they are doing the whole egg thing, using other living creatures to, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing the egg thing we see in sci-fi movies. There weren't any growths there. It looks like they'd all popped. Yeah, that's because those ditchlings are coming out of those eggs. Oh dear, I forgot entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Ayla get some rest. Excuse me! I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can keep going, I'm still wired. Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. Fair. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? Just for fun. I'm gonna Google the word ditchlings. I don't think it's a thing. I think it's something the game developers came up with. Yeah, the first thing that shows up is Scarlet Hollow. So, yeah. There's a Wikipedia about them, though. Ditchling is a village. Okay, so there is an actual village called Ditchling, too. Damn, okay. That's right. You go on home now, and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Ayla. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm would probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. What an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Would you mind bringing me home? I'm very far away. You're like mid in the forest too. I have to walk home alone. I don't want to walk home alone. What do you mean? And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want to. Yes. Yes. Thanks, I'm terrified of being alone tonight. Yeah, no kidding. I can't say I was looking forward to it myself. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. It's so exciting to have a guest. I can't remember the last time we've had company. Make yourself at home. We didn't have to do all this. What do you mean? You didn't have to do all this, but thank you. You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use. Who was that guy outside of Sybil's? There was something really off about him. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. Oh. Well, that's not good, probably. It might be worth looking into him. Yes, please. What do you make of all this? Gosh, I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there and they're doing something horrible to the local wildlife. I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she is right and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever brought them here before it happens? It couldn't hurt to poke around town. Agreed. Okay, I should probably try calling Tabitha again. Right, she'd probably like to know you're not dead. Get some rest, Ayla. I'll see you in the morning. I am on the verge of passing out myself. What an exciting, if terrible day. You pull out your phone and call. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? And did you seriously eat my ice cream after I specifically told you not to? Oh, I'm sorry. Unbelievable. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Saving. I called you back and texted you. Did you? I didn't notice. Do you know anyone named Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. Okay. Look, I got suckered into something. It was weird. Sorry to worry you. The Stella girl had been coming over with her on this night hike to find cryptid. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. And she's gotten you all worked up. But that doesn't excuse the theft of my ice cream. You'll pay for that. Just you wait and see. You know what? Considering the absolute shite state of being that you've had for my visit, you've treated me like a horrible, horrible thing. I am not a guest in your home. I am a disgrace in your home. So you know what? I will steal your fucking ice cream again if I have to. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. Bitch. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seems like something that happened to someone else. You probably wish it happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountain with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Yay! And now we are officially to the part where I have no idea what's gonna happen next. So we can sit here and enjoy this little video while I get some well-needed dick drinking in me. I don't trust the coal mine. I don't think Tabitha is like one of the bad guys or anything like that. I don't think so. But I think she knows something. Scarlet Hollow, what an opening! Oy. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 awaits. Okay. Now we are finally at a part that I don't know. So all of this is gonna be new for me. Yay. If you're not going to continue with this well-stated episode 2, please save your game now. I did. Yes. We'd like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2. For the sake of the videos when I post them as videos and not just as live streams, yes. Yes. Oh, are we just gonna click through all of this? Okay, I'd hope something a little bit more. I thought that was gonna be an actual video. Welcome to our humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Afraid! So, what do you want to say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at the harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grabs for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as it paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Its flesh is doughy and structureless, like a loosely packaged sausage. Your foot leaves an imprint in its chest and it stumbles back, clutching at the odd wound. Your aim is flawless, and it strikes the creature square in its wretched face, lodging itself in its flesh. It scrambles back, its movements uncoordinated in its blindness, leaving Gretchen unharmed. Welcome home, Wayne. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seems like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits a... Wake up!
Oh, there's a little puck statue that is so cute.
You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you from the trees, their calls echoing through the woods as you ran for your life. Note, you can refresh yourself on the events of previous days by using the journal icon in the quick menu. It also reminds me what traits I have. One of the major decisions. It was a major decision to eat peanuts. Met Dustin, ate something terrible, stole some of my cousin's ice cream extremely unsubtly. Went cryptid hunting, heroically escaped, punched the monster in the face, I am the danger. Met Stella's friends Kenika and her mother Sybil and learned about ditchlings. Crashed at Stella's, called Tabitha before falling asleep. I feel like that was the polite thing to do. Okay. And knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are I can't speak. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Tabitha? Where the hell is Ayla? Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check in on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. What is it she does? Exactly. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Some people trying to sleep in here, saunter out half clothes, finish getting dressed, and come to collect yourself, quietly hide under your covers. I mean... Now see, if I had chosen the hot trait here, I would have loved to do this one just to see the reaction, like the change between the reactions maybe. I'm gonna sort out half clothed. I wanna see what happens. You might not be fully decent, but you're not about to let that stop you from being a part of this conversation. Ghost Tracks, San Antonio TX. She already hates me. Oh, put some clothes on. Morning, how did you sleep? Gretchen excitedly looks at you and wiggles her tail.
Hello, baby.
So happy you're alive. Oh god, if she had died last night, that would but just be one big empty bed there. That would be so sad. I simply must say what a joy it is to see that you're finally up. I do hope you're well rested and you don't mind our most unfortunate guest. I mean, she's here because of me. If anything, I should be the one apologizing, but thank you, Gretchen. You are a darling. Tabitha looks as if you heard me. What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? We went up to the woods to film a video. Never mind, I don't actually want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. Tabitha, you're technically a stranger too. Hey, don't be so hard on Ayla. I asked her to crash here. And last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted Ayla walking up that mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you are at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. Yeah, alright. You're not going to let her treat my dearest Stella like that, are you, Ayla? I mean, I'm not. No. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Come on, Tabby. No berating guests in the Richmond household. Whatever. I don't really care if you're here for this. You've been in town for less than a day, and my stress is already through the roof. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever, that checks out. Okay, so what are you pissed about? But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. Aww, sweetie. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No impromptu sleepovers. I called you! Powerful bill against the capital, you know, first you can't run off as soon as I get here and home. It's a different standard. There's actually something. I'm sorry when it lie. I'm sorry it won't happen again. Again, I want to be friends with Tabitha, but I think she does need someone to like. Excuse me, you're not the boss of me. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. Call her out. Don't expect me to respect your time if you can't respect mine. There's a difference between my duties and your impulses, Ayla. Yeah, but still. Don't do anything reckless while I'm at work. I'll see you back at the estate tonight. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabitha sighs. You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. That wasn't a complete no. That was almost okay. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby, she totally blindsided me. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. You shouldn't let Tabitha treat you like that. There's nothing you could stop. I think she means well good, but how are you, those little tens? You shouldn't let Tabitha treat you like that. This is your goddamn home. Thanks. It's, complicated, you know? It sucks that this was probably the longest interaction I've had with her since high school. How are you holding up, though? That was rough. I'm happy I stayed here. I shouldn't have stayed here. I don't get covered with the light that sucked. I couldn't care. I'm happy I stayed here. Honestly, I would not have wanted to go home. Honestly. Me too. Anyway, sorry for that rude awakening. I'd been up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. I appreciate that so much. Oh wait, look at the shoes. those are her parents' shoes, and she hasn't moved them since they died. And that's why there's cobwebs on them. Oh my god, what a horrifically cute and sad detail. Oh my god. Now I'm sad. Ugh. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us if we're going to get to the bottom of this, and we are. A full day ahead of us? That sounds like it's walking time to me. How are you so chipper? Last night was horrible. I guess it was pretty gnarly, but those ditchlings are exactly the sort of thing I've been looking for my entire adult life. Really? Really? Okay. It's not like anyone got hurt either. Well, that's thanks to me and my Captain Hindsightness. Except for those poor critters in the woods. Is she burying her feelings? You shouldn't just bury your feelings like that. What we saw in the woods last night would mess with anyone. I get that it was the sort of thing that traumatized most folks, but I guess that's just not who I am. I'm fine, really. Besides, we have a task to focus on. There'll be time to be traumatized later. You know what? That's fair. That's a good point. What if we just skip town and write things out? Okay, I'm not gonna actually go with that one, but I just want to see what she says. What if we just skip town and write out whatever doom the ditchlings are prophesizing? Oh, come on, Ayla. Where's the Esprit de Corps I saw last night? What? I get it. We're facing the unknown and that's spooky, but is that really an option? Tabitha's not driving you out of here. The bus isn't coming until Monday. You can sit here and wait for something terrible to happen, or we can try to stop it. What will it be? Fine. Okay. I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. I want to check out the mines at some point today. Maybe some of the miners there can tell us about Wayne. He scared the bejesus out of me last night. Definitely. Kanika's waiting for us at the library, so we should head it over there first. But unless we can find something solid on ditchlings there, the mines seem to be the strongest lead we've got. Oh, let me set up a group chat. What's your number? Sneaky way of asking for my number, Stella. Group chat. A text message from Stella to you and Kanika. It reads, group chat. Anyways, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. We need breakfast. Need protein. Need protein. So hungry. Don't worry about it. I've packed all sorts of snacks for the day, and Oscar totally won't mind if we eat at the library. Snacks? You need a proper fucking breakfast for this. What do you mean? Alright, but those snacks better be good. As if you even need to worry. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare. Never heard that word before in my life. Both from the chill in the morning air and the all too present memories of everything you witnessed last night. You see that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Oh. Then what is this, then? Why is there a sign of books if it's not the library? Okay. Well, it's also the Town Hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town's not what it used to be. That and our mayor's really into going on walks. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up you need with everything that's been going on. Stella may be fond of him, but I certainly didn't vote for that beast. Oh, that was Gretchen. Stella may be fond of him, but I certainly didn't vote for that beast. Gretchen doesn't seem to care for him. Alright, I know you've joked about her a couple of times, but now I'm actually starting to believe you can understand her. I can! I at no point implied it was a joke. Gretchen absolutely can't stand Mayor Jimmy. Oh, hey! Avery dresses like it's the 70s, and I kinda love it. Morning, Stella, and same to you, Ayla. Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Of course you fucking were. You gossips. Coming from Stella's, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party? Oh, the little blushy blush. Yes, we did, Sybil. We did have a slumber. Oh, it wasn't Sybil asking. It was Avery. Avery, mind your business. Sorry, y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop to chat. It will take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. Okay. See you in a bit, Stella. I want to take the chance to talk to some folks. Oh, sure. See you in a bit, Stella. Cool. See you soon. Huh. She always has time to chat. Not today, Avery. Not today. Did something happen last night? Oh, Stella and Ayla just got up to a bit of trouble, that's all. It's not my place to share. Well, it's your place to share, right, Ayla? Okay, so Sybil is definitely implying here that I shouldn't tell him. Or tell them. Stella also didn't really say anything as such. Oh yeah, it's past 1 a.m. Jesus, okay. I probably should have stopped after chapter 1, but I'm too excited to see what's more, so I am gonna continue. Gotta download it at some point. Yeah, okay. Good night, Crystal. Oh, Crystal. I'm gonna call her Crystal. Good night. Still, I'm charmed and not ready to talk about it yet. Jeez, nothing about how they know you. I'm gonna tell them, I think. Yeah, I'm telling them. Okay. Tell Avery the whole truth. Stella and I went into the woods to try and find a skunk egg, but we ran into something way worse, actual monsters. Sybil said that they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, there are dozens of them, and they are mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, slow down. Y'all actually found something out there? I can corroborate. I may not have been out there with them, but I've seen their footage, and they encountered something otherworldly in those woods. Well, whatever it was that happened out there, you're clearly a little shaken up. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Waiting can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's sugar and lemon balm. It's always helped me on the bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Are you flirting with me, Avery? Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Ayla. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. I'd better go back to myself. Tell Avery the truth about last time. Yeah? I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Thanks, Sybil. Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that the woods are full of monsters? People tell a lot of stories up in the hills, especially city folks who wouldn't know a bear from a Bigfoot. No offense, of course. But I'm afraid that means most folks aren't gonna take your claim very seriously. At least not until they see what you saw with their own eyes. Be gentle with them, Ayla. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe and God bless. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. Honestly, I am kind of regretting that I didn't stop after chapter 1. Because if the next chapter here is also gonna take me 3 hours, that means I'll be up to 4 a.m. And while I don't have anything I need to do tomorrow, that's still pretty late. So I think I'm gonna end the live stream here and then replay the first part of chapter 2 next time I live stream, which it will not be tomorrow because I have work after that, so that will be Friday. I will make the event, share it like I promised, all that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. Not because I don't want to keep going, I do, but because if chapter 2 is also 3 hours long, I'm gonna be up till 4 a.m. and that's a little too late, just a little bit. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm looking forward to finally continuing the story. I've been obsessed with the demo for so long. So yes, looking forward to get truly into chapter 2 next time. But for now, thank you guys for joining.